Wait.
Yeah.
Mr. Shrikant asked many things about this English pronunciation. Possibly our Kerala teachers might have no such difficulties here. Okay. Before going to the session, can you see this title on the screen? Hello?
Yes.
Okay. It's quite interesting. We write English like English, right? Are you sure?
Yes.
Yeah, we write English like English, but we rarely speak English like English.
Yes.
See, do you have this feeling?
Very true. Very true.
Yeah. That means the only reason we Indians give that mother tongue influence. Okay, there are many reasons why we speak English in different ways in India. There are varieties of English. If you have come across with different states, and if you have talked with people of different states in India, your English is different. My English is different if I speak in natural way. And if you go to Palakkad is Tamil influenced Malayalam and Tamil influenced English. If you go to Palakkad district. And the Kasaragod English is something different. Kasaragod Kannada and Malayalam is different from that of Thrissur and Ernakulam. Have you come across this with these differences? Okay, fine. Okay, now let's see another title. Why do you think Kerala teachers are easily recognized across South India or India? Can anyone share your experiences?
The pronunciation style, the tone of talk.
Very good. So if you come to Karnataka, anyone can identify you are a Malayali, you are a Keralite. Still we have better respect towards these Kerala teachers and Kerala people that for different things. And regarding English language, Keralites speak far better English than we Kannada people do speak. Okay, I'm really proud of it. You also need to be proud of yourself, okay? Okay. Now, Mr. Shrikant asked many things, many confusions about this. I'll tell you why it is later. Okay, have you heard of these Englishes? Right in India? Let's say Manglish means, do you call it Manglish? English spoken by Malayalis.
English plus Malayalam.
Malayalam in
Okay.
English.
Malayalam, English spoken by Malayalis is not a formal accepted term. We have only coined it. Manglish. That Kanglish means anyone can identify this man is from Karnataka.
Kannada.
Okay. If you go to Bangalore, you can listen to English like that influenced by Kannada. You can very easily identify this man is from Karnataka. Okay, you can also very easily identify this man is Tanglish or from Tamil Nadu. If you have a friend in Tamil Nadu, you might like to communicate with him. He speaks English like a Tamilian. Okay. And if you happen to go to Hyderabad, and if you have any friends from Andhra Pradesh, you can very easily identify this English is from Hyderabad, imported from Hyderabad.
Telugu mix.
Telugu.
Yeah, that influenced by Telugu English. Okay, and if you have spoken in English with North Indian people that whose mother tongue is Hindi, you can very easily identify this man is from North India. Do you have any friend?
Yes.
Okay, if you have any friends, you speak in English with them. He speaks English with Hindi influence. Okay. And if you listen to the English of this West Bengal people like Kolkata, they speak different English. And the people from Northeast and Northwest are entirely different. All together, I'd like to call this English. That means Indian English. So if you go other countries, the people of other countries can find this person's origin is Indian. One is by face, another is by accent. These Indian people speak. These are all varieties of English from India. So some ways we are proud of it. Sometimes we feel bad of it. Okay. Now, maybe you have been watching a lot of videos on YouTube. You may have a habit of watching Hollywood movies, and you may have the habit of watching Discovery Channel and BBC Channel, Science Channel, and many others. And you may also have the habit of listening to other radio channels like BBC, Voice of America, and Radio Deutsche Welle, Radio Japan, like that. Okay. Do you think their English is something different from our Indian English?
Yeah.
Do you have this feeling? Right.
Yes.
Okay, very good. And just you compare your English with that of English which are broadcast on international radio or TV channel. That is called standard English. That English is accepted worldwide. Take for David Attenborough. And David Attenborough is almost 95 years old. Still, he is with the BBC as for narrating this natural events and about nature. He's 94. I am very, very, very much proud of his English. And I always try to follow him because it's very much accepted everywhere, and it's very, very clear with each and every sound of a word. Okay, maybe in future you'll also be able to pronounce English words that way, and you may be very clear with your English language, and maybe after this course. Okay. Now let's go here. Do you think we teachers, we Indians too can learn to speak English at that international standard?
Yes.
Okay, fine. We too can learn to speak that international standard English without going abroad, without taking any courses abroad, without being trained anywhere abroad. Okay, fine. Okay. Let's see what helps us to improve our English to that international standards. One is pronunciation. In the very first video, we saw that there are something we can learn to speak, to pronounce words clearly. Okay, the woman told that you don't have to pronounce like a native speaker, but clarity, it should be very clear that what you are saying to your students, especially for teachers. It's very important. Your pronunciation matters a lot. How clear you are, that you are what you are going to translate in your classroom. Many times I'd like to recall my school days when I was studying botany. I was from Kannada medium, and I joined that science courses at +2 level. I didn't understand a single word pronounced by that botany lecturer. So all through the years. See what will be my fate. I scored 10 standard with a distinction, and I scored 35% at my +2.
One request, teacher, when you are not talking, kindly mute yourself so that there won't be disturbance. Yeah, sorry.
Yes.
Please continue, sir.
Okay. So teachers, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, just this incident made me learn something in English. By now, I have trained hundreds of teachers and even +2 lecturers about this English language. Especially for core subject teachers, it is very important how you are going to speak English in the classroom to reach the students. It should be understood by the students rather than what we teachers are speaking. Okay, for today's course is intending to help you one or the other way how you can improve your English language through this pronunciation. Okay, Mr. Shrikant asked a lot of things that usually even the students enter the college level, still they have the same problem. They never bother about their pronunciation.